So, in today's class, we are going to cover Thomas algorithm. But before starting that, let's see what is the motivation behind this method. So, let's take small example of a 10 by 10 matrix. Here, if we look at the Gauss elimination approach, see how many number of calculations are required to convert this. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry for that. So, where were we? We were learning about Thomas algorithm. So, if we look at the most of engineering application, you will find that the desired accuracy required is too high. Currently, whenever you see any mechanical software, it try to reduce the error. It try to go for exact answer. Okay, जितना हो सके उतना वो exact answer के close जाना चाहता है. Okay, so when we try to achieve, when we set our target to have more accuracy, that means we need to handle too many number of equations. The reason, I'll give you a small example. अगर आपको accuracy बढ़ाना है तो क्या करना पड़ता है? Step size. Okay, जो भी आपकी iteration number of iteration we need to increase, number of equations become more. If we go for maximum smaller step size, again the equations become more. Whenever we go for finer meshing, finer element, the number of equations becomes high. Okay, so if we would like to calculate, solve those number of equation by using a similar earlier approach, that is Gauss elimination method, it becomes very it takes too much time for computation. Okay, so I'll demonstrate that using a 10 by 10 matrix. Okay, so this is a 10 by 10 matrix. This represent row number and column number 1 comma 1 or 1 1, that means row number 1 column number 1. Here row number 1 column number 2, same follows. If you look at the rows, this is row number column number, so 2 1, that means row number 2 column number 1, and so on. So you will observe that there are 10 rows and 10 columns. Okay, generally row number is defined by or identified by I, and column numbers are identified by J. Okay, so this is a 10 by 10 matrix. First step in a Gauss elimination method to solve this type of system of equation is forward elimination, or we call it as a converting this coefficient matrix into upper triangular matrix. Okay, means what? ये जो diagonal elements है उसके नीचे वाले elements we need to make it zero, उनको zero में convert करना है. Okay, so पहले क्या करते हैं, ये 2 1 को लेंगे, then we will do a row operation using some factor, convert this as a zero. Okay, so जब इस पे काम करते हैं, when we operate on this 2 1, we need to follow the same methodology, same process for complete row. ये पूरा का पूरा रो पे काम करना पड़ता है हमें, right? सिर्फ इसको जीरो बना के नहीं चलता. We need to see, take this factor, corresponding elements, and do operation or all the elements. ठीक है? Now when I try to work on this, मुझे इस पे भी काम करना होगा, इस पे भी काम करना होगा, same. So if I am dealing with a 10 by 10 matrix, and my aim is to convert this matrix, this coefficient matrix, into a upper triangular matrix, how many calculation I need to perform? How many calculations I need to perform? And that is your quiz for today. Okay, so think on this. I am counting. अगर मैंने ये एक एलिमेंट में काम किया तो ये मेरे लिए एक कैलकुलेशन हुआ. अगर मैंने इस पे काम किया तो ये मेरा दूसरा कैलकुलेशन. सो सेकंड, टू कैलकुलेशन, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Okay, so your question is to convert this 10 by 10 matrix into a upper triangular matrix, how many calculations you need to perform. Okay, so I'll send you the link on the in the chat window. So all of you have sorry, in your chat window you will find a link which will collect a response for the given question, how many calculations need to be done for forward elimination in this given case, along with your attendance. Take 5 minutes or sorry 2 to 3 minutes and solve this. I'm going to close the responses now. Make sure that you have given your answer and attendance. Again, many students are remaining now. So I'll wait for few more minutes. Please respond. So I hope all of you have recorded your attendance. I'll close this responses now. Okay, so in morning session, only one student answer correctly, and also in this session for C division also, there is only one student who got the answer. So let me explain. See, number of operations. I have told you that whenever I work on a single element, I'll count that as a one calculation. Okay. So below the diagonal elements, all the elements should be made zero. Okay. मतलब इस पे भी zero चाहिए, यहाँ पे भी zero चाहिए, 0 0. Okay. So in first column, there are 9 elements that to be needed zeros, जिसको zero बनाना है. In second column, there are 8 elements that need to be reduced to 0. Similarly, third में 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So how many elements we need to make 0? So summation of all these will be equal to 45. But when I work on this single element, अगर मैं ये 2 1 को जब 0 बना रहा हूं, I don't only work on the 2 1 element, I have to follow it for the complete row. That means if I work on the single element and make it to 0, I'm working on this one, this, next, 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 and so on. मतलब जब एक 0 पे काम करूंगा, actually I am doing 10 operation, 10 calculation. So how many zeros we need? 45. For each 0, I'm performing 10 calculation. So answer is 450. 450. Only one student clearly understood this concept. Okay. Most of you just went with the 45. Yes, 45 number of elements you are going to reduce to 0. But how many calculations need to be performed to complete this task? 450. Okay, so that should be your answer. Bottom line is this: whenever we deal with some engineering application, engineering problem, there are plenty of equations we need to solve. Okay, now those equations are not going to solve by hand calculation. Instead we are going to use computer. But अगर कंप्यूटर पर काम कर रहा है तो do we need to worry about this number of calculation? जरूरत है क्या है, कंप्यूटर कर लेगा. Okay, but actually we need to worry about that also, because if the computer has to do too many calculation, it is going to spend time to do those each and every operation. Means what? Technical term में हम क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Computation time. If number of calculations are increased, that means computation time will get increased. So the result obtained by that software will be late for you, and we want faster result. We want to solve those problems quickly. Okay, now just to understand the gravity of this number of calculation, just picture, I'll give you the example of again ANSYS, because I know that software works with this numerical method and it is close to mechanical engineer. A normal mechanical simple component, when we send it to ANSYS or analysis, finite element method का use करके, it creates around elements. Okay, calculation of factor will also be okay. So whenever that elements are generated in the software, the number of elements for a simple component is in million, 10,000, 20,000, and sometimes that based on the complexity of your component, number of elements for that component is in million. Okay, each element of that component has at least 4 to 6 nodes. Okay, now for each node, एक point के लिए there is 6 degrees of freedom available. Okay, so just to complete only one step of the analysis, let's see, 1 into 10 to the power 6 are the number of elements. Each element has at least minimum 4 number of nodes. Normally 6 रहते, I am taking minimum number 4. Into each node has 4 to 6 degrees of freedom. Okay, so I'll take this 6 degrees of freedom. So what we are gonna get here, the number of equations that has to be solved by your software to complete just a single step, just to get a deflection value. Again, we need to repeat those calculation for getting strain value. Again, for stresses, the software has to solve those many number of equation. Just try to understand the gravity कि अगर आप number of calculations बढ़ रहे आप में, आपके procedure में, the computation time multiplies as too many things. Okay, there will be plenty of calculation he has to do. So somehow we need to worry about the computer to reduce the computation time. क्या करना पड़ेगा? Number of calculations, somehow we need to try to reduce it. Okay, so bottom line of this slide is we need to reduce number of calculation involved for forward elimination or to get upper triangular matrix. I hope you understood this. Moving ahead, now this Thomas has observed one thing. Most of the engineering problems, okay, they have certain flavor to it. When we try to get a number of equation, it exhibit certain property. Okay, so let's see what that property is. I have taken the example from your third year second sem course CAD CAM. वहां पे एक आप problem solve करोगे. I have taken that example. एक simple step bar है. This is a step bar, both end fixed. There is one point load added onto it, and this is single degree of freedom problem. Here our aim is to find out deflection, strain, for support reaction, stresses. Okay, now don't worry about this problem, just see what we obtain here. So whenever we see these kind of problem, again I'll give you some more example. If we try to study a trusses numerical, truss ka problem, if we go for CFD, finite element method, fluid flow, or if you go for heat transfer equation, transient analysis, thermal analysis, for most of the problem, you will find when we try to arrange the sequence of system of equation, a quotient matrix obtained in these application is of one particular category. We call that as a tridiagonal matrix. We get a tridiagonal matrix. What is the tridiagonal matrix? we have one main diagonal, then there will be elements along with diagonal elements, there will be only on two sides of the element. Okay, so one will be here at the upper corner, we call it as the upper diagonal elements, and lower diagonal element. So that's why it is called as a tri-diagonal element. All the elements are about this main diagonal, main pivot elements or main diagonal. So in most of the mechanical application or most of the engineering application, when we try to rearrange the equation, you always face, in most of the cases, we face a tri-diagonal matrix. Okay. Now, remaining elements in that are always zero. There are plenty of zeros available in that. Even if you look at the vibration analysis, you will find that you will come across a tri-diagonal matrix when you try to solve system of equation for getting acceleration or fluctuation. Okay, so if we go and study, it has been found that most of the engineering application system exhibit a tri-diagonal coefficient matrix. Okay, now we got two sides of engineering problem. One side क्या बोल रहा है कि बहुत सारी accuracy चाहिए, तो मतलब there are plenty of equations available. But another good side says most of this equations will be of tri-diagonal. There will be only 2 to 3 variables in a single equation. But if you look at the complete system, there will be n number of unknowns. But in each equation, there will be at least, there will be either 2 unknown or 3 unknown. Okay. So this is your tri-diagonal coefficient matrix. Okay. So Thomas ने क्या किया, with the help of this, कि भाई maximum engineering system में if I am getting tri-diagonal coefficient, can I reduce the number of calculation? Okay. Now see, we'll understand the Thomas algorithm, what he suggests. The methodology obtained by this Thomas algorithm is also known as a tri-diagonal matrix algorithm, TDMA. We will call it as a TDMA. One minute. Okay. So TDMA, this tri-diagonal matrix is something like this. We have main diagonal elements, then upper diagonal elements, lower diagonal elements. Okay, there are, and बाकी जो रहता है वो zeros रहते हैं. In most of the cases we obtain this kind of matrices. Now अब देखो ये थॉमस का algorithm easy है, just bear with me how we reduce the number of calculation. Now for example, अगर ये same calculation, ये same matrix, if I had to solve using Gauss elimination method, how many calculations I need to perform? See, there are around 5 columns. Okay, so number of columns are 5. How many zeros we need to obtain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 into 10, 50. Okay, so if you build a program based on the Gauss elimination approach, he is going to need 50 calculation, 50 operations, 50 elements he is going to modify. Okay, and this is just for your 5 by 5 matrix. Now Thomas क्या करता है, कैसे reduce करता है? See, now try to answer. If I do operation, a row operation with this our Gauss elimination formula, if I do a row operation on this row, second row, विदाउट दिस फैक्टर वगैरह, आपको पता है ना इसका आंसर क्या होने वाला है? 821 will be what? Without actually doing the calculation, we know that if I perform a row operation, the answer will be always a 0. Correct? Okay, तो आपको पता है ऑलरेडी कि if I work on this row, I know that this is going to be 0. Okay, So you will find this funny. If I know this is going to be 0, why we should waste our time to do the calculation? अगर आपको पता है ऑलरेडी कि 821 is going to be 0, we are gonna skip this. हम ये कैलकुलेट नहीं करेंगे, बाद में क्या करेंगे, इसकी जगह सिर्फ 0 लिख देंगे. ओके, नेक्स्ट, if we work on this element 823 upper diagonal, okay, so if I work on this, what I am going to get using this formula, अपना गॉस एलिमिनेशन वाला फॉर्मूला ट्राई करके देखते हैं यहाँ पे. ओके, a-23 equal to old a23 माइनस अ फैक्टर, ओके, बाद में देखते हैं ये फैक्टर क्या है, इनटू r1. r1 मतलब क्या है, इसका करस्पॉन्डिंग एलिमेंट इन द रो नंबर 1 which is 0. So do I need to calculate this f2? No, because multiplication going to be 0. So what we have, new value of a23 is nothing but old value 23. मतलब आप यहां पे ऑपरेशन करो या ना करो, यू आर गोना गेट द सेम रिजल्ट. तो थॉमस क्या बोलता है, भाई मत कर कैलकुलेशन, इसके ऊपर मत कर, डोंट वर्क ऑन upper elements, upper diagonal elements, because if I work on this, if I do some operation on this, it is going to be the same value, it is going to be the same value. Okay, so why waste our time to do that operation? Again I'll repeat, we know that all the elements, sorry, all the elements below this diagonal element are going to be 0 if I do some operation, if I do row operation. हमें पता है कि ये 0 होने वाला है, ये भी 0 होने वाला है, ये भी 0 होने वाला है, ये भी 0 होने वाला है. ओके, फिर और मुझे पता है कि भाई ये 2-3 पे मैं ऑपरेट करूंगा, फिर भी देयर विल बी नो चेंज, नो चेंज, ये भी नो चेंज है, सेम रहने वाला है, ये भी नो चेंज है. ओके, so we are not going to waste time to do this operation. ठीक है. तो चेंजेस कहां पे होने वाले आपके, in this diagonal elements. Yes, I know that we have to work on this a22, a33, a44, a55, and also as I am working on this d value are also going to be changed. This we have seen in the Gauss elimination approach. Okay, so if I work with Gauss elimination approach, I am getting, I have to do 50 operation. Okay, now if you look at the Thomas algorithm, how many calculations I am going to perform? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 calculations. So all of you understood this कि भाई काम कहां पे करना है. So make a note of this. Just in Thomas algorithm, perform operations on diagonal element and constant vector. Okay, उसमें भी क्या है, first row. We don't work on the actually first row. ठीक है. So if I say there is 100 by 100 matrix, or there are 100 unknown, 100 equation, by using Thomas algorithm, how many calculations we need to perform if this 100 by 100 matrix is TDMA or this is tri-diagonal matrix? How many calculations we are going to perform? In coefficient matrix, how many diagonals will be there? 100 by 100 matrix में 100 diagonal होंगे, उसमें से first वाला skip करेंगे, so we got 99. To convert this 100 by 100 matrix into a upper triangular matrix, we are going to perform only 99 operation. Okay, now just recall the previous slide. देयर वी हैड ओनली 10 by 10 वाला मैट्रिक्स और कैलकुलेशन कितने कर रहे थे हम 450 and here how many calculation for 100 by 100 we are doing only 99 operation. So that is the advantage of our TDMA approach or Thomas algorithm. Okay, so I haven't told you about the formulation here. Don't worry, it's very easy. Just try to understand कहाँ पे काम करना है आपको. Okay. So there is no change in actual formula which we use for doing the calculation. Okay, so you know that you are going to work on A22, A33, A44, A55 and D2, D3, D4 and D5. Okay, now when you work on this, how you will solve? You are going to use the same formula. Okay, R2. So your formulation becomes A22 will be equal to, sorry, this is modified dash A22 old value of that row, that element minus फैक्टर. अब ये फैक्टर जो है वो कांस्टेंट नहीं है क्योंकि सिर्फ इसके लिए एक फैक्टर बनाना पड़ेगा, इसके लिए अलग से फैक्टर, इसके लिए अलग से न्यू फैक्टर. ओके, सो फैक्टर क्या होगा यहाँ पे? माइनस फैक्टर इज नथिंग बट this A21 divided by A11. We have seen this in the previous section. किसको जीरो बनाना है मुझे? A21 को जीरो बनाना है. पिवोट एलिमेंट क्या है उसके लिए? A11 मेरा पिवोट एलिमेंट है. ओके, इनटू R1. R1 is what? If I work on this A22, R1 is just ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट. Okay, so this is A12. There is no change in the formula. वही अपना गॉस एलिमिनेशन वाला फॉर्मूला यहाँ पे वर्क होता है. ओके, चेंज क्या है? किस पे काम कर रहे हो आप, कौन से एलिमेंट्स पे काम कर रहे हो. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस. वी आर गोइंग टू कम बैक टू दिस पार्ट आफ्टर यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट इनफ टू सॉल्व द TDMA अप्रोच. ओके, बिकॉज वी नीड टू बिल्ड सम जनरलाइज इक्वेशन फॉर इट which will help us to do the programming part. Okay, so I hope आपको यहाँ पे पता चला. फॉरवर्ड एलिमिनेशन में क्या करना है? सिर्फ डायगोनल एलिमेंट और आपका कांस्टेंट वेक्टर पे वर्कआउट करना है. नेक्स्ट स्टेप, यू नीड टू डू बैक सब्स्टिट्यूशन. बैक सब्स्टिट्यूशन, देयर इज नथिंग डिफिकल्ट इन द बैक सब्स्टिट्यूशन. आफ्टर completing the previous task, forward elimination, you will obtain this matrices. Okay, so back substitution is very easy in the case of TDMA because there are plenty of zeros available. Okay, so back substitution you will start with x5, this x5. So x5 will be equal to what? D5 divided by A55. Then you will proceed with x4. x4 के लिए क्या फॉर्मूला बनेगा आपका? x4 will be equal to, yesterday we have seen this, D4 minus A45 into x5 whole divided by A44. It's almost similar to our Gauss elimination method. Gauss elimination में there were some added term on this side. Okay, but here if you observe there are only two terms in each line of equation. There are only two terms in the coefficient matrix. So your formula will be very easy. If you recall Gauss elimination method, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि easy part है ये. So that is it. Again we will come back to this to have a generalized equation. Okay, so now we'll move ahead with the problem. Open your notebook, calculator. First I'll show you a simple problem. How can you solve this problem using your TDMA approach? Okay, so step number 1, see the problem statement. This is your problem statement. Okay, मैंने डार्क कर दिया यहाँ पे. So 0.8 minus 0.4, यहाँ पे 0 है, x1, x2, x3, 41 and so on. Okay, so this is a tri-diagonal matrix. Okay, बाकी elements 0. So this become your tridiagonal matrix. So you can implement Thomas algorithm to solve this numerical. Okay. So how to implement the Thomas algorithm? Now see, I'll rewrite this matrix here in the solution. Okay. मैंने ये सिर्फ rewrite कर लिया है. Then step 2, here your solution will start. Now we know that first row will be as it is, no change. तो मैंने लिख दिया, कॉपी कर लिया सिर्फ as it is, same 41 to 41. Okay. Then we know that there is no need to work on these elements. जो lower diagonal and upper diagonal में जो भी elements है उस पे हम ऑपरेशन नहीं करने वाले. ओके. सो जस्ट कॉपी देम. काम किस में करने वाले हम? ये जो मैंने येलो ब्लॉक्स बनाए ना, डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स एंड दिस कांस्टेंट वेक्टर, इसमें भी वर्कआउट करने वाले. सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस स्टेप. ओके, कुछ फीडबैक दो या सो गए सब लोग? Okay, so some of you have understood this. Just we have copied this, okay, with the diagonal elements kept blank and constant vector blank. Okay, now we will do the calculation. So for getting this value, your formula, this formula is same. Okay, r2 dash equal to r2 minus f2 into r1. Now this formula, there is no need to work on each and every element, just for the diagonal element we are going to perform. So for this operation, r2 dash, that is new value, will be equal to old r2. Old r2 is 0.8. ओके, माइनस f2. इसके लिए f2 बनाते हैं. फिर f2 मतलब क्या होता है? द वैल्यू विच यू वुड लाइक टू मेक 0, so minus 0.4 divided by, for this one, which one is the pivot element? Yeah, diagonal element. Okay, 0.8. So divided by 0.8 into, you are working on this 0.8, उसके ऊपर वाला नंबर रो 1 का 0.4. So this step I have already elaborated in Gauss elimination approach. Okay, so work on this. I'll show you in the Excel format. Equal to old value minus this factor divided by 0.8 into this value 0.6. Okay, I hope you understood this. We have just used the formula. Similarly, I'll calculate this one, sorry, this one value. कोई constant vector में वो भी calculate कर लेते. Equal to old value was 25 minus factor. Factor क्या है? देखो, minus 0.4 divided by minus, sorry, 0.8, positive 0.8, minus 0.4 divided by 0.8 into, फॉर्मूला क्या है? R2 minus F2 into R1. ओके, नाउ R1 क्या है? R1 क्या है? रो नंबर 1 से लेना है एलिमेंट. रो नंबर 1 का एलिमेंट क्या है? 41. एंटर. ओके, सो स्टेप 2 ये बना लिया हमने. नेक्स्ट विल गो फॉर रो नंबर 3. रो नंबर 3 इक्वल टू ओल्ड वैल्यू 0.8 minus factor. Factor is this 0.4 divided by 0.6 into corresponding ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट 0.4. एंटर. ओके, सेम here, equal to ओल्ड वैल्यू 105 माइनस, इसको मुझे 0 बनाना है, उसका पिवोट एलिमेंट क्या है 0.6 इनटू ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट, जस्ट ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट। ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस? ओके, सो ये हमने कॉपी कर लिया, सॉरी बना लिया, कैलकुलेशन ओवर। देन जस्ट रीराइट दिस मैट्रिसेस, rewrite this matrices again, but now we know that if ये ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट किया, मतलब ये जो 0.4 है वो 0 होने वाला है। we know this that these two are going to be 0, so 0 0 लिख दिया डायरेक्टली विदाउट डूइंग कैलकुलेशन। अगर आपने नहीं किया, ब्लैंक भी रखा तो भी चलेगा, नो इश्यू। ठीक है, now we will go for the last step, that is back substitution. We'll do the back substitution. First we will calculate x3, so x3 will be calculated by this divided by this, okay, equal to this divided by this. So we got x3 value. Now for x2, okay, x2 refers to row number 2. So x2 कैसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं? अगेन आई विल ट्राई टू इलेबोरेट, ऑलरेडी आपको आता ही है, फिर भी दिखाता हूँ। 0.6 into x2, okay, next term that is minus 0.4 into x3 equal to, ये क्या है 45.5. Now here x3, we have just calculated x3. Just put that x3 in this equation, you will get unknown x2. Okay, so let's do that. Equal to this 45.5 minus this into x3 whole divided by the coefficient. Okay, Ritik, 2 minutes. I'll complete this step and go back to this 0.533. Okay, equal to this minus okay, so these are your x1, x2 and x3 value. So there is one question, Atharva, do you want to repeat the complete process or just show you the last step, back substitution? Okay, complete process. So see, Pratik, that will cover your doubt also. So I'm going to repeat the procedure. Okay. First thing, based on the problem statement, we have written this matrices. Okay. So assume this is your coefficient matrix. This is just for my reference, R1, R2, C1, C2 वगैरह वगैरह into unknown vector equal to constant vector. Okay, so this is your format. Next, we need to just copy the given matrices. यहाँ पे आपका solution start हो रहा है. I am going to call all the elements. Okay, ये सब copy कर लिए, but I have kept some blank space in the diagonal element and in the constant vector. Okay, so ये दो और यहाँ पे दो blank रखा है हमने, because using TDMA we are going to modify only these elements, only these 4 elements. Okay, all of you understood this? कि भाई यहाँ पे सिर्फ हमें 4 कैलकुलेशंस करने, बाकी का सिर्फ मैंने क्या किया, कॉपी किया है, कॉपी पेस्ट. Okay, so moving ahead, I'm going to do the calculation, first calculation for this space. पहला येलो पार्ट है ना, इसके लिए मैं कैलकुलेशन करता हूँ. ओके, वी नो दैट दिस विल रिमेन सेम, ये जीरो बनने वाला है आगे चल के. ओके, but currently it is as it is because we haven't worked on this. So remember this, we haven't done any calculation, so that's why this minus 0.4 remains same. आगे चल के ये जीरो होने वाला है. Okay, so that's why I've just copied this point, negative 0.4 here, also this negative 0.4 here. Okay, next we know that if even if I do work, this minus 0.4 is not going to change. Also ये जीरो तो वैसे का वैसे रहने वाला है, ये भी जीरो वैसे का वैसे रहने वाला है. Okay, this 41 same, this 0.8 same. Only changes will be in the yellow blocks. Okay, now we are going to do the calculation for this part. Okay, so my formula for calculation was R2 dash equal to R2 minus F into R1. Okay, now as we are dealing with this F only single time, so here I'll directly write minus, इसके लिए F क्या होगा, this value divided by pivot element. Okay, so minus 0.4 divided by 0.8. Okay, so I hope you are getting this. Next, R2 dash, this block will be equal to old R2. Old R2 क्या है आपका 0.8. Okay, so 0.8 minus ये minus 0.4 divided by 0.8. So minus minus become plus 0.4 divided by 0.8 into R1. R1 क्या है, इसके ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट, जस्ट ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट. So that is again minus 0.4. Do this calculation. This okay, so I got 0.6. Okay, I hope you understood this. 0.6 कैसे आया? Now, as we are working on this row, I have to follow for D also. D के लिए भी कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा मुझे. Okay, so D के लिए कैलकुलेशन, old D was 25, so 25 minus factor, because formula same रहता है अपना, factor is minus 0.4 divided by 0.8, so minus 0.4 divided by 0.8. okay, into R1. R1 मतलब क्या रहता है, इसके जस्ट ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट. ओके, और यहाँ पे ले लो, कोई भी ले लो, दोनों सेम है. सो इंटू 41. Do the calculation, what you will get, equal to old value minus factor into ऊपर वाली वैल्यू. ओके, so 45.5 आ गया. So I hope you understood this. So similar step we need to follow for R3, row number 3. Okay, so I'll erase the annotation. So we have updated the matrices up to this. Next target is this value. Okay, so let's see how to calculate that value. Ritik, you had that question, so let's see, we got that problem sorted out. So for this value I'll develop a equation. अपना इक्वेशन सेम रहता है कि भाई ओल्ड वैल्यू क्या थी यहाँ पे 0.8, चलो 0.8 लेके आते, माइनस, now for this one factor is what, this divided by pivot element. Okay, so minus 0.4 divided by 0.6. ओके, इनटू क्या रहता है R1, और सॉरी रेफरेंस रो, मतलब ऊपर वाला, जस्ट ऊपर वाला एलिमेंट है -0.4. ओके, so you got -0.4. okay, we'll do this, equal to old value minus factor into just ऊपर वाला वैल्यू, so you got 0.533. I hope all of you have understood this method. इजी है, थोड़ा शांत दिमाग से आपको जस्ट ट्राई करना है, थोड़ा गड़बड़ मत करो. ओके, ऑलवेज यूज अपडेटेड वैल्यूज. नाउ सेम थिंग आई विल फॉलो फॉर, ओके, नेक्स्ट वन. इसके लिए आई नो दैट मोस्ट ऑफ यू विल बी फेड अप कि भाई बहुत बार सर वही रिपीट कर रहे स्टेप. मेक श्योर, आई एम मेकिंग श्योर दैट एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड द प्रोसीजर. So for this one, take the old value is 105. See this one, minus factor. Okay, so factor तो constant इधर का ही लेके आना पड़ता है, कॉपी करना पड़ता है. So the factor is minus 0.4 divided by 0.6, pivot element 0.6. okay, into उसके जस्ट ऊपर वाला वैल्यू, इसके ऊपर वाला वैल्यू कौन सा है, ये 45.5. so 45.5. let's do this calculation. Equal to old value minus factor into just ऊपर वाली वैल्यू. That's it. And after that we need to go for back substitution. Okay, just look at this. मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पे, in the latter step I have just copied this table. Okay, यहाँ पे कॉपी कर लिया, but when I copied the coefficient matrix मैंने अपडेट, बिकॉज दीज वैल्यूज आर अपडेटेड, डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स अपडेट हो गया है, आपका कांस्टेंट वेक्टर अपडेट हुआ है. सो दैट मीन्स आई नीड टू अपडेट लोअर डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स सो दैट आई विल गेट द अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. सो फिर मैंने क्या किया, ये 0.04, मुझे पता है कि अगर मैं इसमें वो फॉर्मूला लगाता ये अपना, तो क्या होता, इसका आंसर 0 आता, इसका भी आंसर 0 आता. सो दैट्स व्हाई डायरेक्टली विदाउट डूइंग कैलकुलेशन मैंने 0 रखा है, या यू कैन कीप इट ब्लैंक, नो वरी. ओके, just copy किया, then I proceeded with the back substitution. I don't think that back substitution is difficult to understand. All of you might have got it. So are there any other doubts in TDMA? So the procedure wise is very easy to understand. Just we need to be patient, have the mind in the place. You can solve this question easily. Okay, so what we will do, we have 4 minutes. Try the next numerical. Okay, see this numerical. Okay, और try करना चालू करो. Open your notebook, calculator. If there are some issues, you can just ask me. Here you need to find out ABCD. How much is solve for ABCD. Already मैंने hint यहाँ पे लिख दिया है. And you can use that. sorry. If you have doubt, you can ask in the chat window, or I'll give you right to unmute yourself.